It don't matter what I say. I relinquish my time, Steve.
I'll keep it a buck. You guys are all losers. Hell
You
no,
better-
you're
better-
not wrong. You're not wrong. This shouldn't even be a conversation.
Run it with the thought. Take it with the thought. Right with the thought. Yeah.
Uno. Welcome back to the den, Birds and the Boys. No credentials, just opinions. So today we're keeping it tight, tighter than Gary's hairline. NFL power rankings are starting to come out, and you already know we had to talk about it. The Eagles are certainly near the top. Number 2, it's what I've seen. That's insane, absolutely insane. But we'll see how it goes. Cowboys are sitting here in the middle, right around 14. Panthers, hey, it's a great number. 2-4, Kobe, but the Panthers are sitting at number 24, still trying to get some respect. So we got a simple question today.
Blasphemous.
It is a little crazy, even when I
Blasphemous.
thought, are these rankings right? Garrett, as an Eagles guy, I know you still think y'all probably getting disrespected at number 2.
Yeah, a little bit of disrespect on the name right there. I mean, we'll take it. It's fair enough. You know, they probably know what they're talking about. They're probably about right, but
About right?
it's debatable top 1. But yeah, 2's fine.
Let's say Stavi, as a Panthers guy, I'd be a little offended.
You know, we just made the playoffs, but I like proving people wrong. So
Hey.
24 is good for
Sorry.
me right now, buddy. I don't make the power rankings because if I had them, I'd probably put them about middle of the pack, 16. I think 16 is
Okay.
fair. I think 16 is fair. But by the end of the year, we might be talking top 10. 10, but top 10.
That defense, maybe. That defense with
Mike
freaking
Jack.
Jesse Horn, Mike Jack. Hey, after seeing those stats, I am
Hey.
quite impressed with the DBs over there.
Yes,
All right, before we
sir.
get into it, if you're rocking with the show, hit the like button, subscribe, and drop your power ranking takes in the comments. It helps us out more than y'all know. If your comment is good enough or disrespectful enough, there's a good chance we'll bring it to the show. All right, first reaction. When we look at these rankings, boys, is there anything that like stood out to y'all? Do y'all have a chance to see any of the rankings? I looked at
full
a couple
rankings?
of different ones. The one I kept coming back to was the ESPN's best projected starting lineups kind of rankings. That's where I'm pulling a lot of these numbers from.
I haven't got a chance to check any other rankings. I did see that Carolina was 24th. And,
Right.
you know, I'm not big on the rankings myself because, you know, when we were, I think in 2015, we're off that really hot start. We still were considered like the 4th or 5th best team
Yeah.
because we didn't play nobody. But, you know, everybody in the NFL is somebody. So,
I mean,
you know,
the best 5,300 people in the world or something.
that's
whatever.
right. Say it again, Montana. Say it again.
Right there. I'll say
Best in the world.
best in the world. Best in the world, Craig. Top executive of the world, Craig.
They got Rams, Eagles, Seahawks is the number 1, 2, and 3.
So, like, I mean, honestly, if you're looking at it, Rams being at the top, number 1, I kind of get it. Their offense was already really good. They brought in freaking Miles Garrett. So, yeah, I can see them being number 1. Eagles at number 2. We're going to talk about it. The Seahawks, defending champions, number 3, losing some tough pieces.
Hey, where's Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers at on that list?
Oh, don't you start them up, Steve.
You don't want to know where they're at, Steve.
Where are they
You
at?
don't want to know where they're at.
They
Number
top 10?
11. Number 11.
11? That's where they belong, outside of the top 10.
Just like Brock Purdy.
Green
Just
Bay
like
at number
Brock Purdy.
10.
That's right,
Green Bay at number 10. I don't know about that.
I ain't putting it to bed.
So that's the thing that caught my eye, to be honest, Garrett, is Green Bay at number 10.
Uh-huh.
Yes, like that's something I
Over
felt
Kansas
iffy
City at
about.
12.
Right? Think about that. I don't like Jordan Love. Yeah, Michael Parsons coming off the injury. I'm sure he's going to be fine. But Green Bay, a top 10 team in the league right now.
Mhm.
I mean, that's
Yep.
just coming off of primarily hype, you know?
Yeah.
Hype is that.
I mean, truthfully, Jordan Love ain't
Josh
really nobody
Jacobs
special,
might
I don't
not
think.
play.
Jacksonville
Jacobs ain't
number
been-
16. Jacksonville at number 16, dead
Like,
in center. And I thought they were a little bit better than that, right?
disrespectful. I'd take Jacksonville over Green
Yeah.
Bay. Like, that's disrespectful for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, Green Bay's definitely kind of living off some reputation. I mean, we went over the receiver bracket a few weeks ago.
Chicago at number
pulling for
17.
Chicago at 7. Yeah, like,
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
come on, that's insane. That's absolutely insane. Steve, you kind of said it though. Power rankings, are they actually useful, or are they just kind of
Entertainment.
very entertainment?
Yep.
For a lot of
Purely.
these people have no idea what they're actually talking about. They're just trying to, get the people going, as they say. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's start with the man with the hairline himself. Philadelphia Eagles. Depending on the rankings and how you look at it, the Eagles are still being treated like one of the better teams in the league. They lost Jalen Brown. They lost Blankenship. they have to convert their best cornerback to safety, and they're still getting respected, man. I don't
Montana,
get it.
further watch your vocabulary when you talk about the best team in the league. All right, one of the better teams sounds like a top 15, top 16. Montana, we're top 3 right now in the rankings. All right,
Mm.
should be one, but they they ain't gonna get too crazy. They're just a well-rounded, complete team, Montana.
All right, they are well-rounded. They've got decent players all over the board, but they have a very middle of the pack player at probably the most important position. So they've got an aging running back who is hitting the
Montana,
scientific wall.
you saw the clip I sent you, Montana. You saw
I
the clip
saw
I
the
sent
clip.
you. You saw the clip I sent you. Y'all are a fool, an
I'll
absolute
be
fool.
honest. The
Yeah.
one where they're like, is he gonna juke? Is he gonna spin past him?
He's just
Nah,
gonna run past him. He's gonna
straight
run right
past him.
past him. I sent him a clip, Steve, of Saquon Barkley runs of last year whenever he had a bad year behind a mediocre offensive line dealing with injuries, Steve, and the man still just performed. All right. Yeah, he didn't have the big numbers, but the man performed.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, the Eagles are about to take a huge step back. Jeff Stoutland's not there no more.
Oh, Jeff Stoutland's not there, and I do miss that guy.
Stoutland University, yeah.
Do miss Stoutland.
Once Cam Jurgens and Landon
Mm.
Dickerson take their 8-game absence that they do every year, I'm very cautious about the depth
Unfortunately,
and
it's done happen.
coaching. Yeah.
And we don't have much depth on the O line after that. I will agree with that. We got to hope we like every other team, we don't deal with injuries too much. That's always gonna be big for everybody. But yeah.
Steve, I gotta ask you because me and Pete talked about it in the last pod. Do you know Moro Ojomo? You ever heard that guy before? Heard that name?
I have, only because
All
my
right,
brother's
damn.
an Eagles fan.
Touche.
He had like 6.5 sacks, I think, last year or something like that. I don't know
had
how
a
many he
good
had, but
season. He had a very solid season. Like I never heard of him, but yeah, good
I
season
mean, when you got
last year.
Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis and Jalen Phillips on your team and Nolan Smith, and you can get them fresh legs out there. I mean, do you remember Matthias Kiwanuka, Montana?
I know. I remember the name.
Yeah, he was on the defensive line with O.C. Umenyor, Justin Tuck, Michael Strahan.
Gotcha.
I think Chris Canty. Yeah, like, you know. So you got depth like that. Anybody can look good. Fresh legs always. Coney Ely, 2015 in the Super Bowl. 3 sacks, an interception, a forced fumble, and probably would have been player of the game. Comes in the next year, has like 2 sacks all year. Yeah. Yeah.
That's fair. That's probably gonna be Moro Ojomo.
Depth.
I mean,
Good
Carter's
depth
gonna
piece.
get suspended.
Great depth piece.
Fair call. Like, shoot, I'd love to have him. I ain't gonna front. He had 6.5 sacks. I think that's more than sacks anybody on our team had. Probably all last season. Yeah. But, all right. Here's the question, Steve. I'm gonna let you answer this for me. Based on what we expect the Eagles to be, is that? Thank you, baby. Is number 2 right? Like, do we feel like the Eagles are expected to be the number 2 team in the league next year, or is that just kind of like? Is that just coming off a hype and, they won a couple Super Bowls, blah, 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 blah. They got Saquon Barkley. Like, what are we actually expecting the Eagles to be?
I've been harping on it. I think, they're a 9-8 team. I don't think I don't think they win the East. I think by the end of the year, they'll probably be about where Chicago's at, 17, I think.
Okay.
I think they do have a dominant running back. Dominant.
for
I'm
sure.
going to say dominant. A guy who's going to get 1,001 yards easily. I like the receiver room. I don't like that they don't have a body. Like I'm looking for Jalen Hurts to have a big body guy on them deep balls, and that's a lot of that was AJ Brown had crazy yak, and now I'm curious about your slants. I'm curious about that offense. Not the offensive coordinator, not the offensive line, not the running back, not the receivers. I'm curious about quarterback 1. So I think that's going to be the biggest step back for the Eagles, and that's it won't be a good year for them. I think realistically we're looking at the 17th best team in football at the end of the season.
Very wild statement to say, Steve. And I thought you
very-
knew ball. I thought you knew ball, Steve.
7th.
Be honest with yourself right now, Steve. Even if we agree Jalen Hurts not just average QB, let's all agree that the defense alone, I think, puts it way above number 17. Defense alone keeps them to a top 10 team, just like the Colts, or not the Colts, the Texans, the Broncos, kind of whatever. But those defenses alone keep those teams as a top 10 team regardless.
I hear you, but those teams were really good, and the Eagles are not really good. Like quarterback play is not. C.J. Stroud wasn't
teams
great last year, so I give you that one. That's really good.
Mhm.
But like, I mean, what was the other team you mentioned just then?
Broncos.
The Broncos, AFC Championship. Almost went to the Super Bowl. You don't have to have a really good quarterback, and I'll give it to you to win games, but they also have pieces around them. Like, okay, Nico Collins, big guy, 6'4". Cortland Sutton, big guy, 6'4". AJ Brown was a big guy. I think he was like 6'1", 6'2". He wasn't 6'4", but he was just massive.
Just a man. He was a man
Yeah,
among
he was a
boys.
man. Yeah, I just think that's going to be the big reason why the Eagles' offense takes a huge step back, and I think that's honestly, I'm curious about linebacker play as well. Nakobe Dean's gone. I like Jihad Campbell, but Zach Bond's kind of getting up there in age.
Bald eagle himself.
This Jalen Carter situation's getting interesting.
Oh yeah, getting dissed by Dean the Great.
What's going to happen if the Eagles start? Vic Fangio's talking. This could be it for him. Like
no, he already walked back those statements, Steve. He said he's got another 3 to 4 years.
Yeah, but by week six, when his team gives up 31 points to the Carolina Panthers, he's gonna be announcing his retirement, bud.
The only you talk about these big guys, Steve. This and that. The only big guy that we need in Philly is Big Dom. All right, and Big Dom is still on the sidelines. That's going to carry us to the postseason.
Where the hell did he even come from?
Oh, he's been there, Steve. He's been there for a while. He just recently started getting into the public eye, but he's been there for a while, holding things down, son.
After he beat the shit out of that 49ers player.
Well, he shouldn't. That guy learned that day, didn't he? He learned that day, didn't he?
All right.
But I hear you,
you
Steve.
still very confident, and clearly he doesn't sound as confident. Dude, it's not even the elephant in the room. Like, you guys lost some pieces, and those teams you mentioned, and the Texans and the Broncos, yeah, the defenses carried them, but those defenses, I don't think, lost
I still don't,
top pieces.
I still don't understand these pieces. I still don't understand what piece, Montana, like, we're talking small pieces over here, Montana.
And Nakobe Dean is not a small piece of your defense.
Nakobe Dean lost his job, Montana.
Nakobe Dean lost his job. Small piece.
Jalen Phillips was even the leading sack leader on the team. That was Jalen Hunt, who is still there. And they added Jonathan Grenard to replace him anyways, if you want to look at it that way. So you can say that piece is just a flip-flop. Reed Blankenship lost his job to Cooper DeJean. You know that, Montana. For Coop, son. Coop. All right. First of all, I don't mind going through it again just to remind y'all, because y'all must have forgotten. All right. Nakobe Dean lost his job to Jihad Campbell. Nakobe Dean goes to the Raiders. The first thing in his interview, he says Philadelphia is very well set at the linebacker spot. Jihad is a beast. He gave him the utmost praise when he didn't have to do that at all. He's on a whole new team, but he still, shout that man out, because that man knows ball. He sees talent, Montana. Now, Reed Blankenship, we would have to pay him another contract and stuff, and he was fine. He was definitely serviceable. But when you can save the money, just play Cooper in the safety and the nickel spot, then you can play Cooper in the 5-man down or when you need to play nickel, you put him right back in cornerback slot. Yeah, we have to have somebody play safety during those times. But whenever you go back into 4 DBs, just slide Cooper open to safety and have Rico on one side and Quignon on the other, you're still set. And that's another big piece we got. Rick Woolen too. The guy that ain't no Dory Jackson on the outside anymore, Montana. So that's a huge bolster to that. Sure, you can say Christian Parker. You can say Christian Parker leaving as an assistant coach, Montana. That's fine. It's an assistant coach. He's not on the field, Montana. We still got Vic Fangio leading the defense, Montana.
Christian Parker and Jeff Stoutland both left.
And
Jeff Stoutland's another.
Your offensive coordinator is new.
Yes. I
your
agree.
Head coach is a pistol.
I hear you. Steve,
those small pieces are pretty big. Like Jeff Stoutland is not a small piece.
I hear you loud and clear,
Christian
Steve. But
the
thing is with Stoutland too, he's already trained for many years though in starting line. I get you. If when the starters go down and you gotta have a backup come in, yeah, Stoutland's not there to catch him up to speed as quickly. We don't know how good the next O-line coach is going to be in that sense. But the guys that are starting, knock on wood, as long as they're healthy, they've had many years training under Stoutland. Just him leaving the building, they don't just forget how to play football. They're ready to go, son. They're ready to go. Now, like I do agree, if a guy goes down, we got to get a rookie or a second-year guy to step in quick. Stoutland ain't there to work his teaching magic to get the guy caught up to speed. I will say that. But you know what I mean? That's about every other team. When you get injuries at a bad position like that, you're going to be screwed either way. But yeah, like I said, all these missing pieces or losing pieces, every single one got replaced. If not, we got something added onto it.
You can't say y'all replaced AJ Brown.
Who was that guy? The guy that threw the playoff? The guy that just dropped balls in the playoff and threw the season? That
That's
guy
that Philly.
that man walked his way out of town after that, Montana.
That's that Philly. That's that Philly special right there. They love you for one season and get the fuck out of here
Hey,
once you say, hey,
1,000%.
that's why I'm gonna sit here. I think the Philly fans are ruthless. That is why I don't like Philly as much these days.
Fan base in
But
all of sports.
they are the Philly faithful. They don't play that shit.
First.
They don't play that shit. They don't like it. Get out of town. Alshon Jeffrey.
You think I didn't respect that man, Steve? I got a signed jersey of AJ Brown. You think I didn't respect that man? You think I didn't love that man, Steve? That was AJ Brown. And I got that after the Super Bowl, signed jersey, Steve. You don't ever disrespect that. I didn't like that man, Steve. God, best wide receiver in Eagles history, Steve.
I didn't say it. You were the guy who was like, "Who's that?"
He still threw the season, Steve, dropping those passes. You don't play that, son.
But I
liked him in Super Bowl when he dropped passes in the playoff. Get him out.
That's
get
right.
Him out.
The Philly faithful, right there.
Get him out.
God, Garrett, I had to I kind of
I didn't
pop back a little bit.
But I didn't burn his jersey though.
I know one you did burn.
Tell him, Montana. Who did I burn? Tell him what jersey I burned. Tell him.
I don't know what number he wore, I'll be honest.
24. Namdi Asamoah got burned, son. Like a burnt piece of toast he was all season. All season he was a burnt piece of toast, and I burned that jersey. Sorry for that, Montana. It got me a little heated right there.
Like that fire on Namdi's jersey, son.
Get AJ Brown out of here.
I definitely said you ain't gonna burn that jersey. Definitely gonna burn that jersey. You ain't gonna replace that player also. All right. Is top, they put him at number 2. With everything that's changed with the Eagles, can we honestly, Garrett, I'll let you answer this. Honestly, deep in your heart, with the changes that have been made, can you say the Eagles are easily a top 14 in the league?
Easily top 3, yes.
I'm not laughing at the fact that he said that they're top 4. It's the fact that he said, fuck your top 4, top 3, buddy. Conviction.
All right, man. We're going to find out. Apparently, the national media agrees with you, Pete. Like I said, they got him at number 2, so we're going to find out.
They know talent.
I think they're going to land much closer to where Steve said at number 17, and they were going to land at number 2, but only time will tell. All right. We got to move on to America's team. Here we go. Dallas Cowboys.
Oh,
around the middle of the league.
I thought you about to say the Patriots.
Yeah.
Okay. My fault. Keep going with the Cowboys.
They have one more, than the Cowboys.
Don't do this.
Especially in the last 30 years.
Don't do this. We're gonna keep it civil right now.
The Cowboys might not even be Texas's team.
They're not.
Garrett,
they might not even be
Philly's not even Pennsylvania. Either. I bet you Philly ain't Pennsylvania's team. If you want to go there.
They don't lie to you. You know they're more Eagles fans than Steelers fans over there, Montana. You know that.
I don't know. Might be pushing it. I don't know. You never know.
Head to Virginia.
Steelers fans are faithful.
Head to Virginia. There's a lot of them Steelers fans there.
Steelers fans run deep. I see terrible towels everywhere.
Everywhere.
All right.
That's true.
Not bottom, not the top, right in the middle. I feel like they constantly put the Cowboys around 15, 16, 17. I think it's lazy, personally.
Can't trust them.
Who can you not trust? That's what I want to know. Go ahead. Who can you not trust?
Can't trust the whole entire team. Jerry Jones, number 1.
Jerry Jones is the only thing about that organization you cannot trust.
Number
That's
1.
The only thing about the organization you cannot trust.
Number 2, the defense. Entire defense is a collective.
It's a brand new defense. We got the hottest defensive coordinator in the league right now coming in with the hottest rookie defensive player in the league right now
Rookie of the year.
Rookie of the year, baby. So like Jerry Jones is going to do Jerry Jones things, but if I'm being honest, Jerry Jones has been acting not quite Jerry Jones like. He's been letting the people who were supposed to do their job. Brian Schottenheimer's kind of manned this whole thing with bringing in Christian Parker. Jerry Jones is kind of taking a step back. I think he's starting to understand, like, yes, what I did in the 80s with Jimmy Johnson, the guys, that was a shot of luck. And yeah, I'm not the guy. Like, the Cowboys have been moving a little bit different recently, and I feel very, very good about it. Offense was already nasty last year. Defense going to be a brand new defense this upcoming year. I personally think 14 in the rankings is a little too low. I would put us top 10, but just because no one knows the defense, I get it right now. How do you guys feel? Do you think the Cowboys are ranked fairly, too high, too low? Be honest with me. Talk to me.
Little
Don't
high.
get me riled up. A little high?
Little high.
And why? I'm listening.
They're top 20 for sure. Top 20 for sure.
Okay.
Same way the Eagles defense easily carries them to be a top 10 team regardless of who's playing on offense.
Yeah.
The Cowboys offense carries them to be a top 20 team regardless.
So the
of
number 2 offense last year. All right.
Yeah.
So what
for
defense
sure.
rank were y'all last year? This is Eagles, Garrett. What defense rank were y'all?
Probably 1.
You're lying. I don't know. I really don't know. So
I still say it got to be a top 5.
So you're telling me the top 5 defense can carry your team to be the second best team in the league, but the number 2 offense puts us at top 20?
Let me just interject here. Let me say something here. Garrett's point about the Philadelphia Eagles defense carrying them to a top 10 team. It's the same argument you could make about the Eagles and the Cowboys. The Cowboys offense can definitely.
Yes.
The number 2, George Pickens, 1,400, right? And 8 touchdowns.
Yes, sir.
CeeDee Lamb didn't play the whole season. Javonte Williams had 1,200. Dak played high-level football. Offensive line was really good. Hard to not put that into it's hard to say that the Eagles, who lost A.J. Brown, again, not trying to harp on what we just talked about, but they lost A.J. Brown, Jeff Stoutland, Christian Parker. Those names to me are bigger than anything that the Cowboys have lost. The Cowboys have only gained. Quinnen Williams, Kenny Clark, Rashawn Gary, which was, I thought, one of the better moves. He's not a really great run stopper, but he's a really good pass rusher. Might not generate a lot of sacks, but pressures first,
good.
pipes.
And his run stopping ain't bad either.
That's why I love that that's why I love that the Panthers picked up Jalen Phillips because, he doesn't get a lot of sacks, but since he's came into the league, I think he has the most pressure rate in the NFL. I could be wrong.
Okay.
He has an extremely high pressure rate. But I think the argument the Cowboys, unless you're just talking about coaches and everything, also putting that. But if that's the case, then the Eagles shouldn't be that high because I think losing Jeff Stoutland is you're losing the best offensive line coach in football, probably in the last 10, 15 years. Yeah, he's easily one of the greats. I think the Cowboys should be a little bit higher. I'd say maybe teetering around 9 or 10.
I think that's fair. I think 9 or 10 is fair. I'm not gonna go crazy. I would love to go crazy and be top 5, top 3, but I think 10 is a very, very fair place to put. I appreciate you, Steve. I didn't mean to interrupt you there, but I think that is fair. Gary, you look like you got something to say.
I got to bring out some stats, Montana. Talking about the defense, offense argument about what y'all are saying. Let me just put some numbers out here for you, okay?
All right.
Here's some of the wins the Eagles had last year, okay? Talking about the points they scored, okay? This game right here, the Eagles scored, let me get it. They scored 10 points against Green Bay Packers on offense. 10 points. Won the game 10-7. They put up 16 points against the Lions. Won the game 16-9, Montana. Going down here, they put up 13 points against the Buffalo Bills. Won the game 13-12. Put up 24-17, beat the Commanders. All right, then that's just put up 20 points against the Chiefs, 20-17, beat the Chiefs because they only let them have 17 points. I can keep going on for a little bit more, but as you can see it, the Cowboys week 1, they put up 24 points to 20 Dallas. Dallas didn't get above 20, won the game. That's just the defense winning the game for them on multiple times. Let's see the Cowboys offense, all right? Put up 37 points to the Giants, went into overtime 37-37, but they won 40-37, but got to overtime.
A dub's a dub.
Against the Packers, they put up 40 points, gave up 40 points, tied the game. That wasn't a win. They put up 27 points against Carolina, lost the game 30-27. 24 points against Denver, lost the game 44-24. Put up 30 points against Detroit, lost the game 44-30. The same Detroit Lions that the Eagles gave up 9 points to win the game. Y'all let them have 44. And y'all scored 30 on them, lost the game.
How many did y'all score on them? How many did y'all score in Detroit?
How many points we score on them?
Yeah.
16, and we won the game.
All right. Fair call.
And won the game. 26 points.
Twice as many points as y'all did.
I just kind of feel like this is both of y'all are proving each other's point here.
Except for all the ones I'm saying are games that the Cowboys lost despite having 30-something points in the game.
And I hear that, but every single one of those games, the Cowboys outscored the Eagles by
significantly.
3-4 touchdowns.
Absolutely.
You can't tell me. Okay, you had AJ Brown and you
I
only
agree.
scored 13 points.
No,
you had AJ Brown. Like you had again. You're going from being this top-ranked team that just won the Super Bowl. They have you now at the second best team in the NFL. That is crazy.
No,
when you bring up those numbers, though, but when you bring up those numbers, the defense is good. It can carry them. But they had A.J. Brown. They don't have A.J. Brown now. Think about them plays that A.J. Brown made that got them into field goal range. Them 60-yard bombs.
Last year, not many.
Who's catching? Who on that team is providing that offensive spark other than Saquon Barkley? Devontae Smith is good.
You said it before. Devontae Smith got it.
But he's going
to Eli Stowers.
Devontae ain't going to take a 3-yard slant across the middle.
Devontae's about to go up against the ringer of number one cornerbacks. He's not facing the number two guy. Mekhi Lemon. I mean, Hollywood Brown. There's nobody on the Eagles outside Devontae Smith and Saquon Barkley on that offense that scares the shit out of me. CD Lamb, George Pickens absolutely terrify me. And I got two of the best cornerbacks in football.
I'll agree with you all day on that, Steve. The Cowboys offense is much more scary. I agree with that all the time. But the defense don't win championships, though, Steve. You know this.
The defense. I think offense. More points wins you the game, and however that comes. The offense has got to move the ball downfield.
That's true.
The Patriots beat the Rams. It was like one touchdown scored, and it was Rob Gronkowski getting that damn ball downfield. So defense wins championships. But even when the Ravens had the most dominant defense in 2000, they still scored 31 damn points. So
that's true.
Thank you.
But we just seen that last year how many times the Cowboys scored 25 plus points and still didn't win the game, Steve.
Absolutely. But the same thing can be said about the Eagles, though. Like they only scored a few. They only had a few games where they broke fucking 20 points.
And I was say, how many games did y'all score more than 20 points?
And they didn't need to because the
defense buckled down. I hear you, bud. But where was the defense at in the wild card game against the 49ers? I think you would have liked to have some points.
They got let down by A.J. Brown just putting it on the ground.
What quarterback beat them in the?
It was Brock Purdy.
Golly, you guys lost to Brock Purdy.
It was Brock. We lost to A.J. Brown, first of all. And then Brock Purdy just had to be on the other team. They lost to A.J. Brown.
Look, I hear what both of y'all are saying. I personally think both of your arguments are 100% valid. I think you're both right. But I think Garrett, you need to be prepared for them Eagles to. They are not the second best team, even on paper, the second best team in the league.
Oh, I got the whiskey nearby, Steve, just in case things go south.
Well, keep it in one hand, buddy. You don't need it nearby. You need it in a hand.
We got it close by.
And Montana, to your point, again, man, I don't think there's a scarier, not better, scarier duo than Pickens and Lamb. But the defense is bad. The defense is abysmal. But they improved as to where the Eagles on offense did not improve. That's what I'm saying. Like the Cowboys said, okay, we'll go get some hog mollies to work the front line. We talked about this, Montana, and I really want it because I like Wags. I want Wags to be a Cowboy because I think that's the perfect guy for that veteran front line.
Yeah.
And then you got Overshown beside him with Wags. And Caleb Downs in the back with Bland. You have enough pieces around you. The Eagles have an amazing defense. Probably on paper, it is the best defense in football.
Debatable.
But their offense is
top 5.
Their offense. I wouldn't put their offense top 10, bro. Top 15 maybe. Not all the pieces because we don't know shit about Malachi Lemon. We don't know if Jalen Hurts is going to be able to produce without A.J. Brown, but we do know something. We do know Dak Prescott's going to get the ball to CD Lamb and George Pickens.
Yes, sir.
And it don't matter who's playing quarterback. Sir. Cooper Rush was getting the ball to George Pickens, or I'm sorry, CD Lamb.
Truthfully.
He carved us up.
We got Sam Howell chilling back there. We got to get Sam Howell get some reps in.
But I think to both of your points, I mean, I think Cowboys will jump to the outside the top 10 or right inside top 10. The Eagles will fall off. And Garrett, I'm telling you, if I was a betting man, this will be the end of Jalen Hurts in Philly, and it's going to spawn y'all either the next great quarterback in the draft, which there's so many, or I'm still big on Joe Cool, man, Joe Burrow. I think Joe Burrow in Philly, that 10-year window you were talking about earlier, Garrett. Yeah, you got it. You might have a 15-year window.
That's the one thing I do not want to see.
That's the scariest thing. But if I'm an Eagles fan, that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for what do you got to lose? You just won a Super Bowl. You've won 2 in the last 10 years.
Mhm.
You got nothing to hang your head down on. Go fucking have a shit season. Get rid of the problem. Nick Sirianni and Jalen Hurts. Bring in any coach you want to and bring in Joe Burrow
Mhm.
or bring in Lamar Jackson or bring in a quarterback who is just I would prefer Joe Burrow over any quarterback in the league.
I'm real say
For
I'm not
sure.
hyped on the Lamar Jackson rumors.
Yeah,
I don't want to see. Do not want to see Lamar come to Philly. I will say that. I might eat those
All right.
words in a couple years, but I do not want to see that.
Here's my scary hot take before we move forward. The thing, I think I don't see Sirianni and Hurts being there for much longer. The Eagles already requested, I think, this offseason to interview our OC, Clayton Adams, for their OC job because clearly Manning wasn't the first option. But I'm a little worried of the Eagles firing Sirianni and trying to get Adams to come in and interview for their next head coaching spot. Fantastic job with like controlling O-line and running backs, like running schemes. And I mean, the defense is pretty much set there. So you bring someone who can come in and like get a few more good years out of Saquon Barkley if he's still around. Yeah, that's kind of what I think might happen. Sirianni's gone.
I'll throw out 2 names, just real quick. Maybe three if I'm being fair.
Okay.
If I'm Philly and I'm desperate, like I want to produce on offense, Bruce Arians is the first name that I'm thinking of, but he's a little old, and I don't mean no
He's up there.
disrespect. John Gruden is a very interesting thought coming back to football. And then finally, the number 1 pick, but I held him for last,
Mhm.
Mike Tomlin.
Yep, Mikey T.
Ooh,
Mike Tomlin in Philadelphia.
I don't want to see that.
That's
That would
exactly
be
what I was
pretty
about to say.
interesting.
Steve.
Give him Joe Burrow.
Dude, that would be nah.
If Nick Sirianni has to get canned this season, which he very well could if it's a bad season, I totally agree with that. He's only, I mean, his Super Bowl win is the only thing that's really keeping him around in the playoff wins, and yeah, it's just one bad season away from him. But yeah, Mike Tomlin's at the top of that list.
That's it. I mean, he's already right there home in Pennsylvania, so that'll be interesting.
He's not under contract anywhere else right now. I think he's doing the analyst thing for a year or something, or he's just taking it off. I don't know exactly what he's doing for the year. Don't bring John Gruden circus over here, please. I don't want that. I don't want that circus. Don't want it. Don't
Hey
want
man,
it.
y'all brought Michael Vick in. Y'all can't talk about not wanting a circus.
Yeah, under Andy Reid though. Under Andy Reid, it was just a different culture. We don't need John Gruden in the cameras.
Chip Kelly in. That
was a
guy
mistake.
literally turned into a circus.
That was a mistake.
Y'all built a statue of your backup quarterback while still having your first string quarterback. Let's look, Garrett. We could go on all night. I feel like
that was a mistake, but that was not a Howie mistake though. Howie was the GM for only like a year or two whenever they brought in Chip, but he said he's got to have full autonomy of the entire organization. So he took the GM role. Howie went back to the broom closet for a couple of years during that time.
I remember I remember them saying
that was a mistake on the owner, Jeffrey Lurie.
Speaking for the Cowboys delegation, we love those years with Chip Kelly. Bring them back. All right. Wait, we are about to move to the Panthers. Was Chip Kelly with the Panthers for a second? Did he have a stint there?
No.
Okay.
No.
I know you bounced around
that was
like
Matt
San
Rule.
Francisco. Matt Rule, yeah, just as bad almost. All right.
Worse.
Carolina. Panthers
touch on
still outside
that,
the top 20, man. Like that's kind of crazy. Like
that's crazy. That's nuts.
You know, like I feel like they finished last year's power rankings inside the top 20. 24, not even as a deep Panthers fan, I feel is a little disrespectful. I get it. They still got to prove it. Bryce Young still doesn't make sure like he's the guy and all that stuff. But Pete loves the stat. The most comeback wins over the last few seasons. Some crazy good defensive additions in Nakobe Dean, Jalen Phillips. That defense was already looking solid. Tedderell McMillan's only going to get better. The vibes and everything look good in Carolina. And man, they still put him at number 24. Stevie, the floor is yours. Are the Panthers being disrespected?
Absolutely, and they're being disrespected by you right now. Nakobe Dean, Devin Lloyd, my friend, do not disrespect.
I did that.
Do not disrespect our Panthers.
Touche.
You know what? Fuck that. The Cowboys are going to be bottom of the barrel in power rankings this year.
Honestly.
No. Okay. So, yeah, I think it's really low. I think it's really low because, number one, I think the biggest reason is it's low because there's question marks at the running back position. Okay. I think Jonathan Brooks will be the guy at the end of the year. I think he'll have a good season. But Chuba Hubbard's, I like the running back room. I think it's the weakest part, that tight end of our team. Bryce Young made the top 100. Mike Jacks, the number one cornerback in football in man and zone coverage, the only cornerback like in top
In the
5, or
fair.
whatever that stat was I sent you. J.C. Horn made the top 100 list this year. Derek Brown made the top 100. Like the team, the peers are starting to notice. I think if you ask the media, they'll say, yeah, 20. They'll probably like 24 to 32. They'll put us somewhere in that area.
Gotcha.
You ask the NFL, like you go talk to some of them cats in Philly, go talk to some of them cats in Dallas, Tampa. Those guys will tell you Carolina's on the up. I think you could put them at 20. I would be okay with 20. I think 24 is pretty low, um, especially coming off of a playoff, and you took the the reigning MVP this year right down to the wire. And if you had just a little more time, you win that game. If you don't let Matthew Stafford touch that ball, you'll win the game.
It's fair.
But I think it's slow. I
wish
think it's slow. I think the defense is so good. I think we have top 3 cornerback tandem in the NFL. Some questions at safety. I love our linebackers. I love our edge rushers. I love our defense as a whole. I would kill to have Luke August Kuechly playing for us, but he's going into the Hall of Fame next month.
There you go.
First Panther, full-length Panther to go into the Hall. It's a very big deal.
Fair.
But yeah, top 24.
Places.
Yeah, top 24, man. I don't like it, but I'm not upset with it because, again, Matt Rule, Frank Wright, and even the beginning of Dave Canales, it looked like we were rightfully 28 through 32.
All right. So they're at 24. Steve, what would the Panthers have to do to just make a jump top 20? What do you think?
Run away with the division. Top 20. Run away with the division. Don't even. I don't know the schedule of what the Saints and Falcons and Bucks play. I know we have a lot of, of course, the end of the season you get a lot of division games. But if you can wrap those 3 up early in the season or whenever you have them, if you can start off 3-0 and hopefully Atlanta's not a good team. I know they won't be a good team. New Orleans isn't a good team. I think they're the better team of all 3 teams. And Tampa, you don't know what's going on with Tampa, I think that if Carolina can run away, I think Carolina has to run away with the NFC South. They ain't got to win. They ain't got to win a playoff game. Winning a playoff game is great, but the NFC is so damn good.
NFC is tough. NFC is a very tough conference. That's for sure.
Get to the playoffs, dominate the NFC South,
and that's fair. I mean, if you dominate your division, I feel like that has to solidify you somewhere well inside the top 20. I mean, you're gonna at least be one of those 18 teams just winning the league, that right?
Yeah.
All right, Pete. Is Carolina, we're not talking just Steve, is Carolina, are they optimistic or are they being delusional?
They're being a little bit delusional. You know why, Montana?
Holler at me. It is back.
No, I like Bryce Young, but I just had to do that to little troll the people out there. I had to troll them a little bit. No, I'm gonna say this, and I've been saying this mostly, Steve, while you're not been here. To be honest with you, I'm a little bit afraid of confrontation, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say it with my chest here. Carolina is on the up and up. They're starting to get a little bit of success and stuff, but Carolina in general, I see the people. I'm amongst them down here in North Carolina. I'm amongst the Carolina Panther fans. They think it's going to be a little bit too easy. They're still a few steps away. The best thing about the team is the defense. I give them that. The defense, I think, is very strong. Same little points I said about how much I like the Eagles. That's what's going to keep Carolina into the games. But yeah, hey, Coke ain't cheap, is it, Steve?
Hey, 30 mil, baby.
It ain't cheap, son. It ain't cheap to keep that man in town. But I think there's still some growing pains on the offense. I think they made good strides, but I think there's still a little bit of ways to go. I do like that fourth quarter comeback stat a lot by Bryce Young, but they need to start, like Steve said, running away with the division. Let's run away with some games too. Let's just put some games out in the first half, and let's just keep it out in the second half. We just got to have some complete games, complete performances.
You just want to see them stop some people.
Yeah, absolutely. We need to have some games where it's not like the whole game. There've been a couple games. That Falcons game last year was nice, wasn't it, Steve? I'll give you that. Remember that Falcons game at home?
Which one, buddy?
The one at home where it was just The shutout. What didn't they shut him out?
Week three. I think it was 31. It might have been 34. Shutout.
Yeah,
Shut them
that
out.
was a nice game. That was a big game. I will say
The
I watched
number
most of
one
that game.
defense
That
in the
was
league at the time. Yeah.
that was
Shut them
that was a
out.
big game. We need more of those games from Carolina. I say we that time because I am from Carolina. I do like the Panthers. Want to see them success. Obviously, Philly's number one for me, but I don't want to see Carolina being the bottom of the barrel every single year like they have been the past like
It's
10 years.
tough.
I ain't saying the worst team, but they've always been collectively. If you say who's the bottom four teams, Carolina's always been in that little group. I think this year they're going out of it. 24 on the list. Honestly, it's an improvement from the past few years. You know what I mean? Maybe they're still a little bit too low for some people's views, maybe a little bit too high, you know. But I think it's about right at the moment until they start having some really complete games, good stretches of games too, not just a one-off game, just a nice little series, 3 or 4 wins. That they can do it. I think they do got the potential. The thing is, they just got to do it now. You know, you can't do no more potential. So we got to get some results going.
All right, then, Garrett, I'm gonna let you answer this then. What is a fair ranking for Carolina right now? They're at 24. What is
A
a
fair
fair
ranking?
fair ranking?
I think they're in that 21 to 25 group. I think they're still outside top 20. I think they can be. I think they are a top 25 team though. I think I can name 7 teams that are definitely worse than Carolina. You know, I think I can do that. I think that's not.
Okay.
You know, I think that's possible. You know.
So you feel like they're about where they need to be, essentially.
Yeah. I think that's somewhat fair. Like I said, I could see them anywhere from 21 to 25. If I saw them at 20 or higher, I'll be like, okay, you know, this might be a little like actually a little bit of a stretch. But 21 to 25, anywhere in that grouping, I think is fair. I'm sorry to say that, Steve. I'm sorry to say that.
Fair enough. Week
Brother,
6
I've been
is going to
giving
be
your
very
fucking
interesting.
Eagles hell all night. If that's the worst I got to hear,
No.
I can deal with it. But I do want to add, I'm also in the Eagles boat as well. If things don't go well for the Panthers this year, they can still make the playoffs, but Bryce Young doesn't take that step, that leap. It's not a step. You have to take a leap. I think Carolina, and I hate to do it because like we give up on guys, but the team is built. It's being built. So there's a guy on this team, Chris Brazzell, that's going to end up taking Xavier Legette's job.
Absolutely.
He's 6'4", runs a 4.3 40. He's insane, bro. I think you have to start looking if Bryce doesn't have a great year. It can't be good. This can't be a Brock Purdy year. It has to be great. It doesn't have to be elite, but it has to be great. He has to have a great year to get that contract extension, or maybe you're looking at one of the quarterbacks in the draft, or they ain't gonna get Joe Burrow. That'd be nice, but you know, there's quarterbacks out there. You know, I hope we're not foolish enough to be that team that trades for Jalen Hurts, though.
No,
Well,
I
hey,
don't think they will.
about it.
He'll have Ted McMillan, so it's okay.
Yeah. I do agree with Steve. I know I talked about that a few weeks ago on one of the podcasts, Montana, but I do agree with Steve 100%. You don't want it to be that year for Carolina where Bryce does just enough to like, all right, he needs a little bit more time, and then you commit to Bryce again or pay him the contract or do whatever and commit to him when you pass up on all the potential good QBs coming out this year. It's almost like Steve was saying for the Eagles about Jalen Hurts. Just go ahead and have a bad year, cut ties. It's almost the same as Zach Boda, that kind of thing. If you got a QB where you're not quite fully committed to, though, of course, the Eagles I think are more committed to Jalen than Panthers are to Bryce at this point right now, but the same concept. If you ain't fully committed and you know you can pay this man a contract right now, you might need to take a good look at this next year's draft class, from what I understand.
It's supposed to be a good draft class. No, I mean Brandon Sorsby might be in. He wasn't in the last supplemental draft, so there's no talking. Man, boys, I will say I'm just glad to be in a position where we don't have to worry about the future of our quarterback play. Quick game for us. Quick game, boys.
Joe Milton might take that job one day.
Yeah, Joe Milton been looking good, honestly.
Joe Milton,
he was looking good, low key. He was looking good as a training camp. I saw it.
He can look as good as he wants to look. Dak Prescott is.
I hope he stays on the bench,
dude,
just like Dontavion Wicks. I hope he stays on the bench. People don't know how good that man is, because when he hits the field, bro, my God.
Actually, bro, did I seen that 12-second clip of the Dontavion Wicks highlights from last season? It was solid. It was solid 12 seconds, man. It really was.
Like I said, he was on the field, won't he, Montana? When he finally sees the field, the Memphis
it reminds me of the Cowboys' defensive highlights from last year. There's only 10-second
12
highlight
seconds
there.
Might have been too much.
I saw the Cowboys defense I saw the Cowboys defense on a lot of teams' highlights last year. A lot of teams.
Hey, Garrett, you can look up one specific one, Rico Dowdle. You know, you remember him, Montana? I think you do, don't you? Rico Dowdle.
Hey, do y'all remember him?
Well, hey, we ain't played him yet. He ain't ran for 200 yards on us.
He dipped up on out of there though. He's with Pittsburgh now. He ain't got to work.
Dipped on out of Dallas and ran them right the hell over. He ain't gonna run over Carolina.
Right.
We got a way better defense than Dallas had last year.
He ran decently, but let's be honest. I ain't even gonna get into Rico Dowdle. Nobody's worried about Rico Dowdle.
The Cowboys sure were that day for 4 quarters.
Talk to me, Montana.
Who was the actual problem that day?
Oh, there's many names on that list, Montana.
There's actually more names than I like to admit.
Dakota Prescott.
That was not the problem at all.
Oh yeah, he threw a pick or two. I think.
You're gonna make me.
You're gonna make me step up for our point. Hold on.
Because you're talking about the highest paid player in the NFL right now. You're talking about probably the top 4 best, no pun intended, top 4 best quarterbacks in the league. You're talking about the best leader of men in the NFL. But anyways, we're moving on to our mini game. Too high, too low, or like my guy Dakota Prescott, just right. I'll name a team or a category. You give me too high, too low, or just right. Let's start with the highest team that we talked about this today. The Eagles at number 2. Is that too high, too low, or just right? Garrett, you start us off.
Too low.
All right. Too low, Steve.
Too high.
Too high. I'm gonna go with. I gotta agree. That's a little too high for the Eagles. I think they're gonna have a very, very unfortunate eye-opening, probably before week 6, to be honest. But yeah, I think week 6 is gonna be a very eye-opening for them as well. Cowboys sitting at number 14. Too high, too low, or just right?
I'm gonna start by saying too low.
Garrett,
not by much, but a little too high. Just a little too high. Not by much.
A little too high.
I think they're top 16. I think they're a better half of the league. Maybe a little too high.
I'm gonna say not by too much, but I think a little too low. I think they're right now on that fringe of 10 to 12.
Yeah,
I think that's fair.
I think that's
if
where
I'm
they
trying
should
not
be.
to be a homer.
Yeah.
I think 10 to 12. We know some people is totally biased here. Panthers at number 24. Too high, too low, or just right? Steve, start us off again.
Way too. Come on, man. I just gave you a hell of a damn segment on this. The Carolina Panthers are at least the 20th best team in football. So yeah, get out of here. Get out of here.
Pete,
just a little too low.
A little too low.
A little too low.
A little too. Okay, I'm with you there. I'm gonna go too low as well. I think. Yeah, I would put them right around that 20th spot. I think that's fair. Much higher than that right now, I'm not sure. But like I said, I like a lot of what they did with this offseason. But yeah, I think it's a little too low. Hey guys, our favorite team, the 49ers. We said they're sitting at number 11. Is that too high, too low, or just right? Pete, start us off.
Too high.
Too high. Too high for Pete. What'd you think, Steve?
Way too high. Way too high.
I mean, they lost.
Bottom under 15 for sure. 16.
I think
30.
they're outside of the top 60. I put them.
I would
top
say 16
20.
30. Yeah, top 20.
Top 20, but yeah, 11, insanely high. As much as I respect Mike Evans and Fred Warner, those might be the only people on that team that I actually respect still at this point in their careers. Yeah. Freaking, we talk about Brock Purdy at the time. He's all right, but yeah, he's not where no one I'm going to be a threat for. Who else is on that team that's good? I feel like, Greenlaw. That's what I'm thinking about.
But he can't stay healthy. He can't stay
exactly.
healthy. Nick Bosa can't stay healthy. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're looking at this team and you're saying that, they have a really good roster. Yeah, that's a fact. They have a really good roster. How the best ability is availability, and Nick Bosa can't stay on the field. Fucking Fred Warner, he's the best linebacker in football for like the last 5 years. But he can't stay on the field. Dre Greenlaw can't stay on the field. Their corners aren't really that great. Their safeties, I'm sure I'm about to catch some hell. Their safeties really aren't all that great. The receiver room is not good at all.
Is meh at best.
They got probably
back of Mike Evans.
Probably, I like George Kittle. I think he's the best tight end in football. He can block. He reminds me like he's the complete package. You got the best left tackle in football. Trent Williams for the last 6 years has been the best left tackle in football.
Got a lot of age on the team, right, Steve?
You got a shit ton of age. You're old.
Yeah, that's
like
the thing I think
that's why I cannot wait, bro. I cannot wait for that fall off of Brock Purdy. Because if Christian go look at the stats when Christian McCaffrey plays, bro. Like when they dump that ball off to him, Brock Purdy's QBR is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
All right, quick hitter. What week does Mac Jones start? Is he still there?
Yeah, he's still there. I think he starts week 9. I think because Brock Purdy's going to get hurt. He's too fragile.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
Week 9,
fair.
week 10.
Yeah.
He'll be the only thing that keeps the 49ers in playoff talks.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know what week, but I was going to say exactly the same thing. I think he does start, but not because he overtakes the job. I think Purdy does miss a game or two. And,
Mac Jones 2026 Nick Foles? Is that what's going down?
and it's just
No.
like July 11th, baby. It's the return of the Mac, son.
Turn of the Mac. All right, Bears sitting at number 17. Too high, too low, just right.
Yeah, too low.
Way too low.
Way
low.
too low. I'm with you both on that. Yeah,
It's a top
Bears at
12
17
team.
is disrespectful.
I think they
as
should
good as
be in
look
that
at the end of the-
Cowboys spot.
Mhm.
Honestly, I put them top 10 personally.
Okay.
Possibly
I'd
so.
slide them in the top 10.
Possibly
Like,
so.
I got a lot of respect for the Bears, man. What Caleb Williams did, I like both of their receivers there. The freaking tight end is like that's a good team over there, man.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm sliding them closer to the top 10. I think 17 is terribly
Mhm.
disrespectful. Packers at number 10.
Yeah, we
Too
know
high,
this.
too low, just right.
Yeah, we answered this already, son. Way too high.
Flip
Way too
Here's-
high.
way too high. I say you flip those guys. You put the Bears at 10, Packers at 17.
Mhm.
I think
Fair.
that's a much
Well, I would
more fair.
I would put Cowboys probably at 10, Bears at 11 maybe. I think like Packers shouldn't be Packers. Come on, man. Like
I don't know Packers top 20 to be honest.
yeah, I'm with you,
I'm pushing
Garrett.
it.
I
I'm
might be
with you.
hating.
Nah,
Like
I'm
might
with
be
you,
that's a
hating.
Garrett.
team living reputation for sure.
Who's
like,
the best
honestly.
player on their team? It's Micah Parsons. Who's the best offensive player on their team?
Mike Barnes ain't even playing until November, ain't he? Mike Barnes-
Yeah. Good
So-
coach. Really good coach. I like
LaFleur is all right.
LaFleur. I like LaFleur a lot.
Lost a great play caller on offense.
Yep.
Lost a huge.
Apparently he went to the Philadelphia Eagles where they're going to be, depending on.
When he's going to actually have some talent on his team to perform, son.
He'll still
God.
have Wicks. He'll still have Wicks.
And he brought Datavion over for a reason.
He brought the secret weapon.
he said he's seen him, bro. He's seen him in practice now. He knows what that man gonna do, son. He took that best receiver off that team and brought it with him.
All right. Boys, last quick thing, final little piece. 1 sentence reaction. All right. I'm gonna ask a question. I want your 1 sentence reaction to the question.
Mm-hmm.
Most overrated team in the rankings.
Green Bay Packers.
Yo.
I mean, Green Bay at number 10 is.
I know you want to say, but you gotta be honest with yourself. It's Green Bay Packers.
I'm kind of with Garrett there, and I'm kind of with you, Montana. I kind of want to say Philadelphia, but like I feel like Philadelphia is still on paper as a top 10 team.
Okay.
Find me again, bro. Like we can't say Jordan Love was a top 10 quarterback last year. We can't say we don't know if Josh Jacobs even was taking the damn field. Christian Watson wasn't even couldn't be top 20 in the NFL. Who's outside? Like I don't even know their other receivers, bro. Like their tight end Tucker Kraft, he's pretty good, but he's coming off an injury. Their offensive line got worse. Micah Parsons isn't playing until what'd you say, October, Garrett?
Mm-hmm. I think it's
You-
late.
You lose Rashawn Gary. I think they lost Quay Walker as well to the Raiders. Yeah, that's a pretty bad team, bro. Like now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, Garrett might be right. They might be like 20. Switch them and well, not switch them, but Carolina should be ahead of Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can name studs for Carolina, and I'm a homer, mind you, but like Ted McMillan, way better than anything that the Packers got. I know this is longer than a sentence, but yeah, damn right. Fuck them cheeseheads.
All right, I think we're mostly all agreeing that the Green Bay at number 10 is crazy overrated. Pete, did you have something else?
I would say Carolina beat Green Bay too last year.
That's right, Garrett. Say it again. And
Say it one
Dallas.
more time for the
Sorry.
one time.
Sorry.
Really? You
Kind of
don't
got
look
carried
real
away.
play
It's
this
on my
year.
home
Lucky
screen right
we
here.
don't
I'm
play.
looking at it. I'm looking at it.
And you know how many points the Carolina defense give up to Green Bay? 13.
Yeah.
13 points. Beat them 16-13. Eagles only let them have, like 9 points or 10 points themselves,
Always got to. Hey,
And Dallas just let them have 40 for free. 40
Garrett,
points for free.
Don't forget that a wise man once said,
Mhm.
"The thief of joy is comparison," or something
Mhm.
like that. So keep that in mind. Always gotta be like, Philly did this.
Mhm.
The worst fan base in the league. Jesus. All right, One sentence reaction, Steve. Most underrated team on this list.
Philadelphia Eagles. No, I'll say the Bears,
Yeah,
but that's an easy one.
Yeah, probably Chicago.
Bears at 17, I think is.
I think that's very disrespectful.
That's pretty messed up. I think around the board. Jacksonville at 16, I think is close. I think they're definitely a lot higher than that. But yeah, the Bears at 17, man, like I said, when I think they're personally a top 10 team, I think that's kind of crazy. Definitely a little crazy there. All right. Team most likely to make the rankings look stupid. Just look absolutely preposterous. I'll start. Philadelphia Eagles at number 2. People gonna look back at this week 4, week 5, and be like, Jesus Christ. We said these guys were the second best team in the league. They haven't scored more than 10 points in these first 5 weeks.
And they won every game.
If y'all do that, y'all like the 2-1 freaking Baltimore Ravens and touche. Yeah, y'all might be doing something. I don't see it happening. Who do y'all think? What team is going to make these rankings look kind of dumb?
I didn't really like the Baltimore Ravens at number 5. I thought that was a little too high too. I think they're going to go downhill.
Under new coaching staff and everything, I think that's that's kind of high for them. I mean, they're talented in a sense, but yeah, number 5 for the Ravens is kind of high. I can dig that.
I think I hate to keep agreeing with you. I think Philly, man. I'd like to see, really, if there's a team that I'd like to see make a jump, I want to see Arizona, because I'm a Jeremiah Love guy. I want to see Arizona make a jump. I don't know where they're at on that list, but I'd like to see them make a jump.
30. I'm pretty sure they're legit.
Yeah, they're not
30.
looking great. They can't even pay their starting quarterback Jacoby Brissett. He's holding out still, ain't he? Hey, he's pushing that hard ball with him, son. He's like, you got to pay me, son.
All right, so Steve, I'm gonna go on your track a little bit. A team that I think might make everyone look a little crazy. I'm gonna go wild card here. Titans.
You love some Titans, don't you? You love some Cam
dude,
Ward.
I'm a Cam Ward fan. I feel like a lot of people don't like Cam Ward. I'm a Cam Ward fan, if I'm being honest. They're sitting at 28. Once again, Steve, back me up here. Robert Saleh coming in. That's a fantastic coach. Cam Ward's got Carnell Tate. Yeah, I mean, I feel like number 28.
You're wrong. So like I'm not.
I mean, like I'm not saying they're gonna finish like top 20, but they'll be like 24. 23.
I think the problem with it was they're actually in a sneaky division where they can't really do too much.
That is the tough part. That's fair. Their division is brutal. So you never know. Hey, they made some some people. Cam Ward, sophomore, superb. I don't know. He's only sophomore small, but he's gonna this year. Don't sleep on him. Carnell Tate. He's supposed to be good. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think Titans. Yeah, they could be somebody. All right, question of the week. Which NFL team is ranked the most wrong right now? Too high, too low? Drop it in the comments. And if we're wrong, bring receipts. Let us know. Honestly, we are never too proudful to admit when we are wrong here. Outside of that, that's the Den. Birds and the Boys, no credentials, just opinions. Power rankings are coming out. People are mad. We are probably part of the problem. Drop your top 5 NFC teams in the comments. Tell us who is too high, who is too low.
49ers better not be in that damn top 5.
You know we're going to hear from them for sure. Next week, probably Monday, I'm thinking Monday, boys, we're going to build our own power rankings. I'll say no more react to these power rankings. We're going to put together our own power rankings and see how that goes. This Friday, we're going to talk about a little Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway and that entire UFC card. It should be pretty exciting. And Saturday, join us live Saturday. We're going to be watching the fights and doing little reactions to the live fight Saturday. So don't forget to come and join us Saturday, probably around 8:30. Just look out for it. Maybe click the subscribe notification thing. I think there's something like that. You'll figure it out. As always, ELE. Everybody love everybody.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.